My name is Michael Alia, and this is the question and answer follow up to my persuasive presentation. My presentation was on a requirement for INQ students to have a tutoring session or a Pell session in their first semester of college. And so, the first question that could be brought up would be how would these students record that they went to these tutoring sessions? And the answer to that is through Navigate. Navigate shows your history of what you've done at CASAS, and as well through the tutors by making reports at the end of their sessions. They make a report and submit it, which can be seen by those who look through your Navigate profile. And so, due to that, there's plenty of evidence that you attended the sessions you went to. So, the second question is about how could this give too much work to the tutors? Would they be overworked? And the answer to that is no, because the tutors make their own schedules. So they're fully prepared to know and do how much of their max appointments. So they usually don't max out on how many appointments they have for their time slots, but they are prepared to do that if need be. It's totally within their expected range of responsibilities. So they definitely will not be taken by surprise or overworked in any way. So the third question would be, how would this possibly be redundant with other plans? For example, professors before, during, and after midterms let CASAS know through a form which students are struggling, and CASAS can then reach out to them and give them the help they need through a recommendation for tutoring. And I don't think my plan is redundant to this, because there's nothing wrong about having more opportunities for support. And I think both my plan and this pre-existing notion that professors and CASAS do can work together to help students even more than they already are being helped. So the fourth question is, could this overwork CASAS as a whole, or could it possibly block non-INQ students from getting the help they need? And the answer to both of those is no, because non-INQ students, like let's say a sophomore, they're not going to be needing the same classes that an INQ student would be needing. Like, for example, an INQ student would be doing INQ adjacent classes that you'd see in your first semester at Southern, such as English 110, English 112, and Math 100P, for just to name a couple. And there would be no traffic in between the two groups of people. The INQ students would be going after INQ and INQ adjacent classes, and sophomores would be going for sophomore classes for tutoring. So no problems there. However, there may be a concern about the overload of how many INQ students can get help. And there shouldn't be any worry about that, because on average, every day, if you include just English 112 and Math 100P, there's 27 appointments available every day on average. And if you multiply that for 15 weeks, a full semester, you get about 2,025 possible appointments, which is more than enough for just 2 out of 5 possible classes. So there's no worry about CASAS being overloaded. And one other thing I'd like to mention is that there could be procrastinators who wait until the last week of the semester to get their requirement in. This can be alleviated if students in INQ classes, let's say 1 through 5, have a deadline of week 5 to do their appointment and get their tutoring session in. And let's say 6 through 10 has until week 6, and so on and so forth. and this could continue to help alleviate the possible procrastination problems that could arise. And so that should fix that. I hope this answered all your questions, and thank you for listening.